Hi everyone, it's your girl 𝔻𝕉𝕗, and the topic of today is understanding dreams, being able to read dreams, how to interpret your dreams, because this is something that's really fun, and it is something that I completely learned on my own just by, I guess you could say, remembering my dreams and kind of thinking about what it was that I was feeling throughout the dream, symbols, what I saw. In my opinion, if a dream is very clear, that's usually a sign of something. Not always, but usually for me, when a dream is very clear and it's very easy for me to remember every single part of it, usually that's a sign that spirit is trying to send me a message, right? So I definitely started to be able to, I guess you could say, I started to read my own dreams when I was late teens, early 20s. And I used to look them up online, but they were never what was said online. Like, I remember looking things up when I had fish dreams, and usually, apparently, fish represents pregnancy. That was never the case for me. Whenever I dream of fish, it usually has to do with money. So, I'm going to give an example. There was one time where I was swimming in the ocean, like deep in the ocean, and it was really bright and beautiful, and I saw really beautiful, colorful fish swimming by. It was so clear. It was a beautiful dream. And I remember the next day, I just had a lot of luck. I got a really great job. It was a really great day. So usually fish for me represents good luck. So when it comes to dreams, and like I said, usually when it's really clear, it's usually a sign from the universe that there's a message for you or something's to come. There's a message in it for you. So what you can do is after that dream, write it down, think about it, and just pay attention to what happens throughout the day. Maybe you'll dream of fish and you might win the lottery. I don't know, but just really pay attention to what happens the next day, the week that follows, because you'll start to be able to connect the dots. And it sounds really strange, I know, because like I said, my dreams, I never followed a dream book. I've never read a dream book in my life, but I'm able to look at my own dreams just because of what I remembered and how I was able to connect the dots from synchronicities from the universe, different experiences in my life that just kind of correlated in a weird way with the dreams. I'll give you another example. There was one time I was not being responsible with money, and I had a dream where I was walking through a shallow pond and I was picking up fish and biting the heads off. Like, really, really weird dream. And I knew that had to do with me not being responsible with my finances. So that was definitely a warning from spirit being like, look, stop doing this, stop acting this way. I'll give you another example of how dreams are never literal. So I remember when I was clearing my sacral, I had two really powerful dreams that were very clear and very, very intense. The first one was of me getting this really, really ugly tattoo that I don't even want to describe how it looked. It was just a nasty tattoo, but it looked cool in the dream. I don't know, it looked kind of cool in the dream. But I regretted it. I felt so much regret throughout that entire dream. Like, I remember feeling the regret in the dream. That's how much I felt it was. It was just made me feel it was so intense in that dream. After I had that dream, I had a dream right after. It was just as clear, just as intense. But throughout the entire dream, all I felt was fear, like intense fear, where someone broke into my home. They had machine guns, and I was trying to hide from them. It was a really, really intense dream where I was just terrified throughout the whole thing. I woke up in the morning and I was like, what the hell do those things mean? And I just kind of let them go. I didn't think too much of it, even though they were still very fresh in my mind. And then it came to me. I was like, you know what? I'm working on my lower chakras, and those particular chakras deal with shame, regret, and fear. So that was my sign that I was getting rid of those things, right? Because oftentimes when the body is healing, you're feeling a lot of old things, you're having flashbacks of old emotions. So that was the sign from spirit saying, look, you're getting rid of the shame, you're getting rid of the regret, right? For that awful tattoo I got in the dream. And you're getting rid of fear, which is something I'd suffered from for a long time. I lived in fear for a very long time. So that's what you have to do when it comes to dream interpretation. Very rarely is it literally what happens. If it's literally what's about to happen, that's more of a premonition. And maybe that's what you have. I don't know. But I know for me, most of what I receive in dreams are symbols. And that's, in my opinion, that's what most people get. It's symbols. They'll have a weird dream, and they're just like, what do I don't know what it means. Like, I go online, do I look at the interpretation? I say, don't even look online. Write it down, leave it, and then the answer will come to you. I guarantee. That's happened to me a lot, where I completely forgot about the dream, and then something happens in my life that kind of correlates with it or reminds me of it, and I'm like, that's what spirit was trying to say. Or I'll see something else or experience something. I'm like, that's what spirit was warning me about. And that's what really helps to connect you with your higher self, connect with your intuition, and over time you'll be able to dream about something and know what it means right away. So I think that's it for this video. I love you guys so much. Take care.